Guys, welcome back to Strong Successful Male. So for today, I'm going to go over an article titled Nice Guys Are Repelling. And guys, this article is written by a woman. It's not too long, but it gets right to the point exactly why the nice guy turns women off so much, okay? And the reason I'm doing this, guys, is that about 3 or 4 weeks ago, I did a video somewhat similar in terms of the nice guy subject, and then I had a lot of guys comment on the video as well as send me direct emails asking me to do a video where I explain more exactly what it is a nice guy is, at least in terms of a woman's perspective. And this obviously is for you guys that are into relationships and dating and pickup and all that, to help you guys out, because there's a lot of guys that have confusion over that. When I was younger, in my teens and 20s, take a wild guess, I was the classic nice guy. And I made all these mistakes because I didn't know any better. I didn't have anybody to point these out. So I'm trying to help use that my bad experiences can help you guys out, so you don't have to go through all the bullshit I did and didn't take until your 30s to really figure this stuff out. And I've also had guys ask me if I could, get into a little bit how to pretty much destroy the bad programming that's been going on for a lot of guys over the decades to be that nice guy, okay? And last but not least, also I was asked to give a few scenarios how to handle a situation where the nice guy, how he would handle it versus the assertive guy, the guy that values himself, okay? So first things first, guys, in terms of the definition of a nice guy, it's completely different compared to a guy's definition. For us guys, when we refer to a nice guy, it's pretty much that is it. A friendly guy, an easygoing guy, someone's easy to be around, cool, reliable, a good guy. When it comes to the definition from women, it's not that. From the perspective of a woman, a nice guy, or a guy they refer to as being too nice, is basically a guy not friendly and cool and easygoing. In their mind, their view, it's a guy that's way too easy, way too accommodating, approval seeking, ass kissing, indecisive, not a leader, all these different types of traits, tries too hard, a pushover, a doormat, that type of behavior. When a woman says a guy's he's too nice, she lost interest in him because he was being too nice, he's usually displaying those type of qualities, okay? Those type of traits. And also the fact that a lot of times guys that are considered to be nice guys to women tend to display a lot of feminine traits, while the assertive guy or the bad boy, he displays a lot of masculine traits. The masculine traits of the assertive guy are being the leader, taking charge, making the plans, being decisive, acting masculine, acting like a man, The nice guy, he's usually lets her be the leader. He asks her what she wants to do. Okay? He lets her lead the way. He lets her take charge. He's usually indecisive. He displays traits that he doesn't value himself. Stuff like that. Okay? So those are the difference there. Now, with regards to the quick question, and I'm going to get into the article in a second, guys, because I know some of you guys are like, fuck, get on with it. The thing with regards to how to, get rid of that bad programming, 2 main things. You do these 2 main things, and things will turn around you dramatically, but it's going to take time to do it. Number 1, you got to learn to start putting yourself first. Nice guys always put women first, and their needs last. And in regular life, guys, and this isn't just with women, nice guys will put their friends' wants and needs first, their coworkers' needs first, their family's needs first, pretty much anybody, their clients. They'll be a doormat. Guys that are successful with women and successful in life, they put themselves first above anybody else, okay? And again, let me make this clear. This doesn't mean you have to be rude or an asshole or obnoxious. Just simply you value yourself enough to put yourself first. That's it. Start putting yourself first. And with regards to the dating situation with women, because that's what we're talking about today, do what you want to do. Okay? Let her come along for the ride. Don't ask her what she wants to do. You make the plans. Okay? Put yourself first. That's number 1. Number 2, you need to view yourself as a prize, that you have value. Nice guys will go out on a date and they're thinking, wow, I'm so lucky to be out with her. This is so wonderful, Your Highness. No, 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 no. You want her to think that about you. You want her to be excited about being out with you. So you need to value yourself. See yourself as the prize. She's lucky to be out with me. Right? Nice guys, again, they think they're so privileged to be in her presence. And when you act that way around a woman, because she can, even if you don't say it, she can pick it up in terms of your body language, your tone of voice, how you respond to situations. She can tell right then and there that you're more into her than she is into you. And if you look up at her on a pedestal, she's got no choice to look down at you. So you value yourself. You're the prize. And again, you have that attitude in all sorts of situations. Okay? There are other little things, don't get me wrong, but those are the two main things. Put yourself first, and you see yourself as the prize. Okay, now I'm going to get into the article. I'm going to point some of these things out as long as I go, and I'll end it with some scenarios that can help you guys out, because some of you guys asked me for that. So again, the title of the article is Nice Guys Are Repelling. Starts out saying with a quote, "I don't need a man to save me. I can save myself, us women say. But who becomes our first prey after a messy divorce, countless abusive relationships, breakups, and newly found single motherhood? The nice guy. The guy we consider rotten leftover at first, but hot stuff at last." No, the nice guy is always considered the rotten leftovers. He's the last choice. I don't want to hear hot stuff at last. That's not true. Is he the issue? Is it us? Are we blind? What's going on? Now listen to this. The hot guy who texts us back once a month, has too many women commenting on his pictures, is always wishy-washy with his intentions, and leaves us crawling for his attention and validation seems oh so cool until life and circumstances force you, a strong woman, into a position of finally needing to find and create appreciation for stability, kindness, responsibility, reliability, and a big heart. Especially when you have little children that need to be put in safety and stability to flourish. A nice guy becomes a must. But are you a must for him? So let's backtrack here. There's two descriptions here. There's descriptions of the bad boy and the description of the nice guy. And who gets them all excited? She said here, the hot guy that texts us back once a month. In other words, the guy that he takes his time with responding to her messages. Texts, emails, phone calls, whatever. Remember I've told you guys, take your time responding to women when they contact you. I'm not saying that if she contacts you at 10 o'clock in the morning, that you look at your watch and say, okay, I need to wait 4 or 5 hours to get back to her. You can do that initially, but I want you guys to be busy with having a life, working on your purpose, your goals and shit like that, so that you're not there with the watch saying, hey, I need to contact her then, pretending to be high value. I want you guys to be high value. I want you to have a life so that you're so busy, you're like, oh shit, she texted me 8 hours ago. Then you respond. That way, because guys, most nice guys, girl texts them back that they like, she texts them, they're going to respond immediately. They're going to drop everything they're doing to respond to her back because, oh, they don't want her to be mad at them, or they just are so eager to talk to her because they like her so much. That shows them exactly where they stand with you. And you don't want them to know where they stand with you. That confusion, that mystery, that's attracted to them. It makes no goddamn sense, but that's how it is. So she said, again, the guy that texts us back once a month, she's being sarcastic, but you see what I'm talking about here. Guys have value, they're successful, they're busy, they're not going to text back right away. So you guys, take your time responding to the text. But if you got to fake being high value in the beginning, do that. But then take action to become high value, that you're so busy that you don't have time to text them back right away. I know I'm going a lot in this, but I got to make that point really clear. All right, next, she says, has too many women commenting on his pictures. In other words, he's popular with women. I've told you guys before, women love guys that are popular with other women. It shows that you're in high demand. Women want the prize. Because in their mind, it's like, hey, if all these other women want him, then shit, I want a piece of him. Exactly. Next is wishy-washy with his intentions. In other words, she doesn't know where she stands with him. She always has to wonder, does the guy like me? How come he doesn't respond to my text right away? How come he doesn't profess his love for me? Because she's so used to that other guys doing that. Okay? The confusion, the wonder whether the guy likes him or not and everything, that's attracted to them. Again, I didn't design women. This is exactly, blame nature. It's not me, but this is how they operate. And last, leads us crawling for his attention and validation. Right. They're so used to the other guys validating them, they want his validation. But he doesn't give it to them. See what I'm talking about? Meanwhile, the nice guy does the exact opposite. So you want to do, in varying degrees, what this option is, what the bad boy does, without actually being a dick. Okay? All right, goes on to say, how come us women are so quick to discard the good guys? How come us women only come to realize that we deserve better and someone who is nice to us after countless foolish errors and broken hearts? Quote saying, he's perfect on paper, but I'm not attracted to him. How many of us sisters have been faced with this dilemma? The good guy is like a brother to us, while the borderline psychopath hot guy makes our butterflies go nuclear. It is true attraction we are talking about, though. Radical butterflies we experience upon meeting a bad guy are usually uncertainty, manipulation, and inconsistency in disguise. Right. Again, with the bad boys, she's talking about the guys that women just throw themselves at and want to have all the fun affairs with and do all the freaky stuff in the bedroom with. Uncertainty, manipulation, and inconsistency in disguise. I'm going to get rid of the manipulation part because that sounds pretty harsh, even though, let's be honest, they do it to us. So, uncertainty. She never knows where she stands with the guy. She never knows if he likes her very much. She never knows when he's going to call. She never knows where he is. Uncertainty. Inconsistency. Sometimes we go out one night, then we don't go out for a couple weeks. He may contact me, I may text him, the girl may text him, and he may respond 8 hours later, or he may not respond for 2 days. Or he might respond 5 minutes later on occasion. She never knows. Being unpredictable. The guy that's mysterious, the guy that she never knows what's going to happen next with him. She doesn't know quite how he feels. This all sounds insane, guys. I mean, it makes no sense, but when it comes to love and attraction, women are backwards as can be, okay? And any women watching this that actually watch my channel, that like me or like most of the things I talk about, will probably reluctantly agree with what I'm saying. They hate it, but they know how they operate, if they're being honest. Goes on to say, and this really gets into it, in truth, we despise nice guys because we loathe ourselves. No woman that truly loves herself would ever put up with a man who wipes his shoes clean on her heart. The cognitive area dives into this exact subconscious mode when we encounter a guy who instantly texts back, acts interested and invested in us, is kind, and has a big heart. She's quoted as saying, I might pretend to be an oh-so-awesome woman, but deep down, I know I'm trash. The fact that he sees more in me than I see in myself obviously means that he must be delusional and thus stupid and low value. I don't like delusional men. Next. Guys, by and large, most women are insecure about themselves. They're insecure about their looks. They're insecure about their hair. They're insecure about their weight. They're insecure about their personality. They're insecure about their voice. You name it, they're insecure about something, and a lot more. And by the way, guys, you may find this very hard to believe, but generally, the better looking the woman, the more insecure she is. Trust me on this. So, given that and what she just said there, if you have a very insecure woman who doesn't think highly of herself, because a lot of women don't think very highly of themselves, especially the good-looking ones, as hard as that is to imagine, when you got a guy that's doing all these things, treating her like the queen, putting her on a pedestal, all these type of nice guy behavior, she's thinking, ew, what's wrong with this guy? Because she thinks she's shit. It's crazy. Meanwhile, the bad boy, he backs up her views about herself, so she's drawn to him. It's insane, I know, but again, that's how a lot of the times it operates. So that's why all this nice guy stuff, all this approval-seeking behavior and ass-kissy behavior, doing whatever she wants and all that stuff, turns her off. You're toast. Meanwhile, she'll go for the guy who doesn't do any of that. However, how many times do you hear women say they want the guy that does all that, but they're attracted to the guy that doesn't do that? It's crazy. It's only take me to about, almost 40 years old to really 100% get that. I mean, again, I was clueless in my teens, high school, college, 20s. I started getting it a lot in my 30s. By mid-30s, I really got a lot of this stuff, and by 40 years old, completely. If only I had this knowledge when I was younger. So it goes on to say, so is he the problem, or are you? Maybe it's not the nice guy that has a problem. Maybe him being honest, hardworking, full of ethics, integrity, and altruism really isn't the issue. Maybe the issues lie in your unexplored, deep-seated daddy issues and worrying low self-esteem. So yeah, at the end of the day, I mean, it's, again, for you guys that do dating and pickup and relationships and all that, because I got plenty of guys that watch me here. At the end of the day, they're screwed up. They really are. But here's the deal. If you want to not be jerked around, if you actually want to date the women that you're attracted to and have a good time and sleep with them and do all that type of stuff, you got to play this game. And I know I've had guys comment saying, hey, I don't want to change who I am and I shouldn't have to change who I am and blah, 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 blah. That's fine. If you don't want to do that, fine. That's your choice. But if you're not going to change the perceived nice guy ways about yourself, but yet you still want to obviously hook up with women, date women, whatever it is, relationships with the type of women that you want, I have news for you. Unless you adapt, you're going to continue to be jerked around. You continue to have your heart broken and all that, okay? And if you don't want to change, you don't want to adapt, then don't come on to other channels and complain that you're not getting what you want when you're unwilling to make adaptations, okay? So, and also you guys, some of you guys asked me, give me a couple scenarios with regards to how a nice guy would handle a situation versus the bad boy or the assertive guy. First and foremost, let's just say the nice guy, he asks a girl out on a date. He's going to ask her, what does she want to do? Right off the bat. He's not being a leader. He's asking her to be the leader. Women don't want that. They want the guy to take charge. The assertive guy, the bad boy, but mainly the assertive guy who thinks highly of himself, he's going to say something like, hey, how about O'Malley's for drinks at 5:30 on Friday? Sound good? And if she likes him, yeah, great. Done. He's not asking her what she wants to do. He's making the suggestion. End of story. Then you get the date plan. Let's say you get the date planned. The nice guy is going to text her the days leading up to the date because he's not sure whether she's going to show up, or whether she really likes him. The assertive guy, the guy's value, or the bad boy, he's not going to text her. The date's planned. He'll see her there. End of story. He's busy, right? And the odds are that if you don't text and reach out to her between the time you plan the date and have the date, she's going to reach out to you because she's unsure, okay? Another example, say you got a date planned and you get a text in the afternoon. Let's say you're supposed to meet at 6 o'clock at some bar for a drink because you do one drink on the first date. She might text in the afternoon saying, hey, I can't make it at 6. Can we do 8 o'clock? Testing to see if she can get you to change the time. The nice guy, because in his mind, he's so privileged and lucky to be out with her, of course he'll change his whole night around to accommodate her. The guy that has value, has lots of options with women, he's going to be like, nah, I can't do 8 o'clock. I can only do 6 o'clock because I got plans later than I to meet up with some friends, or whatever it happens to be. We can just do it another time. And the odds are, that's a test from her. She'll be like, oh, no, I can probably make 6. I just have to do this, this, and this. The nice guy would fail the test. The assertive guy would pass the test because, again, he doesn't give a shit. He's got other options, and he puts himself first. Or she might contact you that day before the date at 6 p.m. at O'Malley's for a drink and say, hey, can we go someplace else? I was really hoping to get some dinner or something like that. The nice guy, of course, would then say, okay, and go where she wants to go. Because, again, he wants to get her approval. He wants her to like him. So he's going to do what she wants. That's a test. The assertive guy, the guy that has value, he's going to be like, no, we're going to meet at O'Malley's at 6 o'clock. If that's not good for you, we can just do it some other night. And again, if she likes him and it's a test, and I guarantee it's a test, she'll be like, oh, no, it's okay. I was just thinking of something else. Maybe some other time. Right? So these are little scenarios, guys. This is just a few examples. So put yourself first. Always. See yourself as a prize and have value. And if she doesn't see you in that way, move on. So, all right, guys, that's it for today. I just wanted to go over these things, definition of the nice guy, things you can do to get rid of that bad programming, examples, and of course the article which shows why and how they're turned off by being the super nice guy. So I hope it clears some of these questions up and helps you guys out. Be sure to comment down below, let me know what you think about this, and be sure to like the video, share with your friends, and subscribe. And I'll catch you next time.